Alright, so how to defeat or finish the research lab. So that's the part that we really got stuck on. 2 trips in, we really didn't have any idea what we were supposed to do. A lot of looking stuff up online wasn't really showing us a whole lot either. So I want to tag this onto the end of this just to um, help someone else out that might not know what to do once you get to the end. So keep in mind there are some spoilers ahead if you want to explore this research lab um, uh, before getting shown what's in it. Recommend going ahead and either stop it now, playing through it, come back if you can't figure it out, or just don't watch it all together and figure it out if you can. But anyway, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to go in here. I'm not going to show every room. We're not going to go through it completely as West or anything like that. I'm just going to use God mode here. We're just going to go to the very last room where I struggled, or we struggled the most. And I'm going to show you how to defeat that room there a little bit. So we're just going to go down here. So if again from earlier, the portal to here, or the entrance is going to be under this thing. You're just going to kind of cut through it here, and then you're going to see the entrance underneath it. A couple things you're going to need. If you've not been to the Wasteland, if you're watching this, you probably already know this, but I'll go over it anyway. You're going to need a full set of hazmat gear. So you're going to need the boots, the pants, the hazmat gloves, the jacket, and the mask. And when you get them all, you'll see the buff here in the bottom left-hand corner, which will mean that you're going to be protected from the radiation while you're in the Wasteland. So you want to open this up and go ahead and bail off in, and then you're just going to go down just like you would the military bunker, or if you're already in here, you already know how to go through it. So we're going to cheat a little bit. We're not going to open all these doors, and I'm going to leave the AI off until we get towards the end. And you know there's a couple floors you're going to go through until you get to the very bottom floor. You're going to know it's here by the sound of that. So there's going to be a lot of demons and stuff when you're here. Some of these doors are locked closed for whatever reason, or locked open, I mean. You're going to want to have some gear before you come down here. So what I bring is we've got M60 machine guns. You're going to need a rocket launcher, or you're going to want a rocket launcher. You're going to want a laser pistol. If you don't have one, you're probably going to get one as you go through the research lab. We found one of these for sure, and the ammo, which are the energy cells in here, and you'll see why here in a little bit. It's pretty much a necessity to be able to finish the I don't know, we'll call it a boss at the very end. You're going to want a lot of water, a lot of healing items, pills, antibiotics, first aid. I didn't put any in here. We use some, if you watch the video, we use vitamins and stuff like that to keep from, try to prevent infection the best we can, to not have the debuff from the infection. It's not that bad, but anything a little bit helps. Definitely going to want bandages and some pills as well that I didn't put. You want some AP, 7.62. All these enemies just about are armored. On your weapon, you're going to want a few mods. You're going to want your Blessed Metal mod. You're going to want a flashlight mod, and you're going to want a rad remover mod. You can have others as well, but these are the very base level things you're going to have. There's a lot of demons, there's a lot of radiated stuff down here. Without these 2 mods, you're going to have a hard time with their regen and getting them killed in an orderly fashion, that burning through all of your ammo. And if you watched ours, we play on a higher difficulty with the speed cranked up and the damage and resilience of the zombies turned up a bit. So they take a lot of ammo when we're playing, more so than it would on a normal difficulty. So keep that in mind if you watch our videos. There's a difficulty curve there that may not be there in a normal default playthrough. But once you're here, let's see if we can come out of fly mode here. Make sure I'm in God mode. I don't want to have to die and do the video 7 times while I die over and over again. But we'll turn the AI back on. As you can see, the time of day matters. You can see pretty good right now. If you watch our videos, we couldn't see it all. If you're looking at I don't know, like 22 or something, I mean, it gets pretty dark in here, and being able to see becomes, rather difficult. As you can see, you really can't see anything. And then it turns into this, if you watch our videos when we started failing pretty miserably, you couldn't see anything. So having a flashlight mod on your weapons is going to make a huge difference on your survival. And with the wrong ammo here. As you can see, even with God mode here, I'm getting a little beat up. A lot of enemies down here. You get caught on fire a lot from that demon, those demon fireballs. So you're gonna make sure you got stuff to deal with that. You know, using water can help. It's really kind of difficult to get it put out sometimes. I don't exactly know the full method of getting that debuff, or getting that buff taken off, but or proc, or whatever you want to call it. But what you want to do is just fight your way down, and if you can shut these doors, it's going to help you a lot from the stuff coming back in. You want to leave enough open that you can get out. Mess with the flashlight here because I can't see. Like I said, it's really dark down here. Might even bring some dang torches for these rougher spots. But we keep these doors shut, so as you're coming through, the strategy is to lock the doors behind you, but give yourself enough room to run. Don't trap yourself in a little tiny room where you can't do anything. But if you don't have the doors to shut, you're not going to be able to get the zombies off of you if you get pushed back and need to heal up and recover. So make sure you unlock even the ones that are locked open as you're going through. That's something we weren't good at that I think cost us a little bit when we were going through. There's not much in this room. You can pretty much ignore this room here unless you just want to kill the zombies and get the loot. There's nothing super grand in there, so you can ignore that for now, unless you just want to listen to it and you can clear it. The big thing you want to do is when you get here is this is actually unlocked. I was sure this door was locked. I guess it's not. But when you get in here, let me pause the AI so we don't deal with a bunch of stuff here. So once you get into this room, you find a big portal, and I actually didn't activate it because we didn't go through the lab correctly. There's a spawner that needs to happen here. Let's see here. Let me pause for just a second. Let's see if I can get these guys to spawn in, and we'll be right back. Okay, so sorry about that. We got got them spawned in now. Apparently triggered by a spawner or something on the way down. So got that unlocked now. So or not unlocked, but I've got those guys spawned in. So I'll show you what you're gonna encounter in this room. So the problem you're gonna have is even getting through this door is gonna be tough. You've got you got a lot of demons. They just kind of continually spawn. These incubuses are going to be the worst for you. And that's where the laser pistol is going to come in. Now, for all these demons, really. Multiple people are going to make it a little simpler. But as you can see, they've got a lot of health, and they regen really quickly. And if you watch our video, we had a couple that would regen so quickly that even 3 of us with M60s weren't able to kill them in a timely enough manner to be able to defeat them. So we weren't able to get past that point, and we couldn't figure out how to destroy the portal back there, so it's just an infinite spawner, so you're just going to constantly have demons pouring in, and these incubus guys pouring in. And we tried everything we could think of to kill them. We were shooting them in the chest and all kinds of stuff that had hurt, but none of it worked. So ultimately what you're going to need is you're going to need a laser weapon. There's a laser rifle, there's a laser sword, and there's a laser pistol. And these don't do a ton of damage to regular zombies, but what they do is they stop the regeneration of demons and incubus. So when you shoot them, notice his health dropped easy to half, and the regen is really slow. And then you have time to kill him. You don't have to. You're not rushing or trying to get in a big hurry or anything like that. And then you kill him. It's no big deal. And if you watch our videos, it's not how it goes normally. And really tough to kill. So when the AI is going, you've got a lot of these guys pouring in, and you can really, as you saw from our first playthrough of this, you can really just churn through some ammo here, trying to get these guys cleared out to be able to do something to the portal. And if you don't know how to defeat the portal, you don't even know, you're just wasting ammo for nothing. We tried everything we could think of. We were shooting at the portals, shooting the enemies, thinking maybe we'd kill the incubuses, all kinds of stuff. But I'll show you how to actually defeat it. So let's pause the AI again, so we're not dealing with those guys. So in here, the portal's kind of recessed. It's got these arms. You can't do any damage to it. Here, most weapons don't do any damage to it, so none of this is hurting it. So you see, we've already done a little damage to it. but the weapons here just, they don't do any damage. I think this damage, I think the zombies actually may have done that. So 1907 doesn't do anything. Laser pistol, funny as it sounds, doesn't do anything to it. So we thought maybe you need to, shoot the portal. No, that doesn't work either. So how are you supposed to kill it? Who knows? But ultimately, explosives seem to do a decent amount of damage. So let's get some forged iron here so we don't completely, or forged steel, I mean, so we don't completely destroy it. We'll fix it back up, and use a multi-tool. I'll just kind of show you some of the things that just can damage it, and then the ultimate, how to, do something to it. So if you have a pot bomb or explosives, they'll work. You can throw them in here, and they do a little damage, but very little. And if you look at their block damage is what you're going to look at, and you can see they only do 5 block damage. It's not a whole lot. And then we were trying to use rockets, but didn't realize there was that you needed to be using the correct kind of rocket as well. So if you look at this one, you have block damage of 20. So at 2,500 hit points, it's going to take a lot of frag rockets to do any real damage. So they're not super helpful. What you're going to want is you're going to want the HE ammo. So these do a lot of block damage. They do 2,500 block damage. So one of these will destroy this portal. Best I can tell, anywhere you can shoot it to make contact with it will do the damage, except for in the portal. It'll just go through that. So what you want to do is, if you're brave enough to go into this room, it'll make it even easier. But for my sake, that's pretty much not going to happen. So you'll have somebody clear out the fodder zombies. So we'll activate the AI again. We'll sort of try to do this the right way. So you want to get the fodder zombies kind of beat back. And again, if you have somebody that's got a laser pistol that can shoot these demons, that'll greatly reduce the amount of ammo it's going to take to clear them out. You can see, chewing through these guys can be really tough. But after you get them cleared out, or before, you're going to take your HE ammo, and you can hold down R to load that, take your HE ammo, you're going to aim for the base of this thing, and not kill yourself when a zombie stands in front of you. Really? Not gonna get out of the way, huh? So we're gonna use this to kind of soften them up a little bit. As you can see, even in God mode, it's really troublesome. If you get a clear shot, the rocket down there, you'll see that the portal was destroyed in 1 rocket blast. So now all you have to do is clear out the remaining enemies. The big incubus guys can't get through the doors, so as long as you stay outside, they're not going to be too much trouble. They'll one-shot you, of course, if you get too close to them, but being out here, you can get rid of the fodder zombies. They'll stop spawning now that the portal's gone. And then you're just left with these guys, and again, you want to use your laser pistol to kind of debuff them a bit, and then they're pretty easy to take out. And then you're left with an empty room that you can loot. So I hope that was helpful. We got stuck here. Hopefully this will make your adventure through the research lab a little easier than what ours was. And you'll have a good time with it, other than just burning all your ammo that you spent a week trying to build up. All right, I appreciate you guys watching. Let's catch you guys next time.